Yo, so I made a post on Christmas about the feminist holiday known as Christmas in America. Jesus wasn't even born in December. All right, like that's a myth. Supposing the whole thing isn't simply a metaphor for something else. Whatever. We can get into that all fucking night. But I will say this, dog. This excuse that we have as this matriarchal society, if we look at it that way, I understand there are opposing forces and all that. It's like a ping pong game. I'm not like total red pill guy. I don't took all the fucking pills that there are. I'm fetty pilled. I'm fucking like, you know, I've been down the rabbit hole about 10 times to the point where it's like when you were a kid and you're at the water park and you go down the slide about 10 times, you're like, shit, I want to go home now. But anyway, man, I hate cuck men. I do. I really do. I hate cuck men and I hate these scallywag bitches like who run game on them. I actually love seeing them both suck ass at being people. I love seeing that. Um when it almost nicks you though, like, oh, you almost had the chance to be in a relationship of this catastrophe. You know what I mean? Like, I got great relationships, so maybe I just suppressed my anger just enough to grant myself that wish. But I'll say this, man, I get it. Like, I get these complaints, fielding complaints and everything. Complaining is like, it's part of the human trajectory, it's part of the human spirit. It's actually how we improve. Okay? Like shadow work and all that. Some people call it that. That's no bullshit, man. But it doesn't take the form of therapy most of the time. Therapy is just some bullshit. Like, it's just another excuse, man. Like, you gotta actually be authentic. There will never be a single human trait that can replicate authenticity, aka truthfulness, honesty, the truth. Honesty is kind of a bullshit way of even saying it, but just the truth, I think, is the number one thing that matters. Whether it's convenient or not. Think about inconvenient as a word. What does the in imply? You wouldn't have the inconvenient without the word convenient, nor you are literally inconvenient. Same thing as insanity. What are you in? You're insanity. You see what I'm saying? Like, this concept as a whole, there can be no negative without the positive. There can be no N apostrophe T. There can be no can't without the can. There can be no don't without the do. There can be no won't without the will, right? Or the whoa, whatever. So that's just the English language, however. I understand Arabic is different, and that's all I understand about Arabic. The Quran has been their whole thing is like, no, you can't translate it properly, so we're just going to go side by side and compare. But if they don't do, and they've done the same thing with the Bible to a degree, but I don't think as strong a degree. The point is, G, I think as long as you get the message across that you're supposed to get across, people, it's going to be what it's going to be. That's why it is what it is one of the most powerful statements you can say, because it actually takes the ego out of the equation. Yahweh, Yahweh, Yeshua, yes, you are, Jesus, G is us. Bro, there is no coincidences in the way that this shit pans out. The wording of everything. The word was God. The word was God. Book of John, it starts off with that shit. Book of Genesis starts off with that shit. Your word is bond. Your word is what you live by. That's gonna pan out in your life. Instead of doing this basic ass like apple banana shit, what I'm actually starting with is the truth. Relationships do be whack, and I understand that.